Hey YouTube, it's Boots here. I guess I haven't seen you in a while. A couple of months. Like 4 months. I started doing 2 jobs, so I was really busy and really tired. And so I was like, nah, I don't want to make videos. And then sometime during that span of time, I managed to lose my recorder that my dad got me. But I found it again. Yay! So that's some good news. It is now 10 months that my dreads are. 10 months old. Actually, I'm arriving on my 11th month. They'll be a year in August, so that's pretty cool. So I guess this is gonna be like a brief 6 to 10 month update. Washing less frequently, but still with the same stuff. I'm doing apple cider vinegar rinses more often, and occasionally a sea salt soak. And by the way, those also feel really good. Not the vinegar so much, but sea salt and castile soap and stuff feel really good in like a nice long soak. A bath sounds wonderful right now. But he also got me this cool suction cup thing that I can put my recorder on, and so actually I can see what I'm doing now, like while I'm doing it. Well, mostly, not like I can't see what you see on the screen. Okay, I kinda can. Ooh, let me do this. Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do is actually go through here and I'll show you my guys one by one, yeah? I don't know how many I have at the moment. I'll get a count for the next update. But they've actually thickened up quite a bit. Here. Yeah. There's this little guy. And this guy's kind of big. Oh, also, I haven't done any maintenance since like January. So, oh, check this out. Look at all of this loose hair. Let me see if I can even see what I'm doing. Alright. All of this loose hair. All of it. Yeah, well, anyway. Okay, so there's this guy, and this guy, and this guy. This one's kind of really loose on the ends. It was made out of like, what is that, three or four? See how tiny my dreads were to start with? If you can even call that dreads, that's like a knot. Anyway, so yeah, they were all really thin to begin with, but they've thickened up a lot. Oh, here's one of my beads. Yeah, it's the off-brand Walmarty ones with those Pandora beads. Although some of them I think I might take out because I'm worried about them causing weak spots, which I don't want. And here's this guy. Yup. And this guy. Yup. And this one, he's got a little loop going on there. Oh yeah, lots of loops, by the way, like all over the place. Look at this. What is this? What is that? What is that? That, my friend, is a ridiculous loop. Okay, and here's this guy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this one since he's getting all up in the way. Yeah. Okay, this guy. And this really hurts my shoulder. I also messed up my shoulder, I think. These are 2 braided together with a piece of ribbon. Yeah, that's cool. It's hippie piece rainbow ribbon, because I'm awesome like that. Actually, the only reason I did that is because a friend of mine that I work with gave me a Hello Kitty ribbon. And I kind of liked the way it looked braided in, but I didn't want to have a Hello Kitty ribbon in that day, so I did this one and just haven't switched them back out yet. This guy is one of the biggest ones on top of my head. He's like right in the front middle there. He's pretty fat. I like him. I wish most of them were this size, but I kind of like the fact that my bang ones are small. There's this guy. There. And I noticed the ones in the front are really smooth, and I guess it's because I probably touch them more and maintenance them more to start with, because the ones on the back of my head are a mess, but that's okay. I got this little guy. This one. Okay, I'm not tall enough. This one. Ha! This one. Oh, it has a little bit of a wrap on the end there. It's different shades of brown. I started out from my first set of wraps, the only one that I kept was this one, the blue and pink one. And then I took out the white with black one and left the black and white one in that was on the back of my head. But I think I'm gonna go back in and put the white one back because I can't have just one, it makes me feel bad. But the second set that I did all had to do with these colors. I made a, never mind, I'll get to this in a second. Okay, so here's this guy, he's also kind of big. See, he's got some little points in there, I don't know. Some of them I'm worried about weak spots. This is my newest one. I've got some ribbon that I'm gonna put on certain spots in there. And this guy, look at that bump in the middle. It's a loop. Loop, loop, loop. Here's this guy. He's got some little loops that are getting better there. This guy. Here's another one that I put in along with the pearl and the browns, but as you can see, it's kind of coming off of its rivets, but that's okay. I don't really care. I'm surprised they haven't tarnished more than they have. There's this one with this bead. It actually used to be more towards the front of my face, but it fell off the other day. Oh, look at that. There's a piece of fuzz in there. That's okay, okay. And ooh, this kind of hurts my back. Note to self, next time don't sit on my concrete floor. This one. This one's little. He's got a loop too, a little loop going on there. And this one with more brown beads. Wow, this really does hurt my back. This guy's really little. This guy's really little. He's got a loop in the middle there, you can see. This one I put fancy yarn on from Tuesday morning. I did a really wide twist, and then at the bottom I braided it and then tied it off at the bottom of the braid. Check out my cool front ponytail here I'm about to put up. Oh, I also carry like a ridiculous amount of hair ties now. Time for a cool dread style. Dread styling tips 101. This is an adorable look. Rock it. Already did that one. Okay, so this guy. Going through the front part of my head makes me feel like all my dreads are really uniform and boring, but they're not, I promise. Just wait. Just wait until I get to the back. This one's got some loops that have started to behave in it. There's this guy. Oh, oops, there we go. He also had a loop down here. So for any of you that are worried about loops, yes, you will have loops, and yes, it will be okay. See this guy? He's a little flat right here, but he's got a loop that's fixing itself right there. Got this guy. I like the way they're all guys apparently. This guy, that guy. There's a little loop in him right there, you see it? Ta-da. I keep dyeing putting some more red in there, but a lot of the red dye comes out, so I still only have basically some really faint black dye in them. Here's this guy. Oh, look at his loops. Look at that. Look at that mess. That is one hot mess. Woo! Okay, this guy's little. This one. This one. Oh, loops. Loops. When I get to my monster dread, I'm gonna laugh because he's kind of ridiculous. Let me do some more from the top of my head. There's this one. This one. You can tell where I used to have a lot of my rubber bands in some of these. I mean, not rubber bands, but like whenever I put my hair up. Because if I put it down here, it's where it wants to stick out at. It's on that bump, so. Here's some more brown beads. got some loops in it. This one has some loops. There you go, you can see that a little better. This one had some loops. Okay, here's one of my crazy ones, but in its defense, it's because of the string on here. This is another one in the set of brown ones that I put in. The wrap on this has gone totally retarded. But there's a little airplane. See my little airplane? So that's my little airplane dread. This guy's definitely got some loops. Okay, now allow me, here I'll show you some more in the back. This one, and, oh, it's got a loop, see, right there. And this one looks pretty normal. And then this one, it's got loops all at the bottom of it. There we go. Okay. This is very charming. Okay. There's this one. Okay, this one has a wrap on it that is a octopus locket, and it used to have like a lot more clock keys on here that like were dangling down, but by now a lot of them have fallen off. Oh, also there was a fish down here, but he fell off. I still have my seahorse, but yeah. So it's this really long wrap that I had put in. It was the kind where you make a knot around the core of it a lot, and it makes the knots in like a swirl pattern around it, but it has come loose in so many spots by now, like the end is sticking out, and that it's not very swirled anymore. And this is how much it has grown since I put it in. So a lot of growth there. Here, look, yay, loose hair. Okay, now we get into some of the crazier ones. This guy, oh, just give me a second here. This guy, oh man, he's just, and he curves right there. So like, yay. There's this one. You can already tell what's wrong there, see? Ah. It's actually, it's not a loop, it's like a non-dreaded soft spot in the middle of my dreads. Like I could probably poke my finger through here, see? Ah. But that's okay, the end of this is pretty loose too. And there's this one. He has a nice loop, that's nice. Let's see, there's this one, once again a loop. Told you the best. See, and that, I don't know what's up with that. That's from crocheting, obviously. So this is what happens sometimes when you crochet your hair. Oh, and that was also from the brown beads, even though it doesn't really look it. And let's see here. Got the black with white. See, that's how much it's grown since since I did those wraps. And this one, I've obviously just crocheted a bunch. Like you can see, I don't know if, like that's the one thing I don't like about crocheting, is that you can tell where you did it at, and there's also a piece of rubber band still in there. Ta-da! But yeah, I always have this problem, so I stopped doing it. Because I don't know, I'm okay with them being messy now. It makes my scalp feel a little better not to have my roots so tight. And then this guy in the middle here has some crazy lumps and bumps going on. I wonder, one second. Is it better or worse? I don't know, whatever, I'll just leave it on. It's very difficult for me to keep track of which I've done and which I haven't, so. Dread debris. Probably dandruff. I can't see from here. Sorry, 1 second. Pick. Alright, okay, we're good. Okay. There's this one, which she doesn't look too bad, but it's loose right here, and the end's pretty loose. And oh, this guy on the top. I guess now I'm just gonna start picking them up. Alright, hold on. This guy. And this guy. He's all kinds of flat spots and weirdness. Not really sure what's up with him. Oh. I think this was 2 I had. Yeah, I think it was. I think I took 2 of them and you twist them the same direction and then you twist them around each other the opposite direction. I think I did that with those 2 and they stayed together because I can kind of see like this one. Sorry, I'm not trying to flip you off. This one is darker than this one. So anyway, this guy has got a massive loop problem going on down here. And I told you the back of my head was slightly more interesting. This has got some little loops in it, but like they've turned more into bumps by now. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, oops. I just had a dread escape. This one is from my, I guess it's second to newest, about the same time I put in the ribbon in the newest one. So it's got these blue beads and yeah, a loop. And this one, I think I was trying to put 2 together. So I made like an entire rainbow wrap. I braided the ends into here and then tied the end of it. This one was really stiff at first, but now it's okay. It's grown. Oh, I guess it moved. I didn't even realize that. So it's grown about 1 inch since I put that one in. And this one is new. The string on here was really yellow, but I think some of the blue came out of the leather or suede or whatever this is, I forget. So yeah, now it's kind of green and it's got like this blue polka dot bead, which is cool. It was pretty average to begin with. It was small enough to fit the bead on, so it was one of my smaller ones. This one is flat up here at the top. Oh, you can't even see it, sorry. This one's flat. And then it's got this big loop nest here. It looks kind of cool, actually. Okay, and then this one, pretty normal. Honestly, they're doing a lot better than I thought they would. Like, I haven't looked at them case by case in a while, so that's why I wanted to do this video. And, like, for a while they had a lot of loops and a lot of, like, they were just really bumpy and everything, but they're not so much anymore. So there's this one. I can feel the amount of crocheting that I did on the bottom of it. And now I would no longer really recommend crocheting your hair. Like, it's still okay if you want to do it, because they really do, like, it keeps your dreads clean if you keep up with it and if you keep doing all the maintenance with it. But it will also, like, just keep in mind in the long run, if you want to take them out, it'll be a terrible ordeal because your hair is going to be all kinds of broken. But just seeing the difference between the non-crocheted, what has grown out, and matted and dreaded, compared to, like, this part compared to this bottom part. Like, the bottom just looks really scraggly and I don't know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm not really gonna bother with doing it anymore. I might do dread balling if I feel like it, but Woo. Okay, this guy, I can tell it was made from two because I can still feel where they locked up before this one is locked up all the way. Like I can feel them kind of rolling around over each other inside of the dread. It's like dreads and dreads. Dreadception. Dang, I can't even make references right. Okay, anyway, I live under a rock. This one has just a little small rainbow wrap on it. Also, the bottom of this was very crocheted, I can feel. No thank you. Like, it just feels different. That's the only thing I know how to say. It feels different, and I don't like the way it feels. So, this one... Oh, what is going on there? What is that? Oh, yeah, okay. The roots on this one are weird, and also... Let me dig it back out here. The rainbow one. This one. Ah, I'm dumb. Okay, here we go. This one, the roots on this one, I think a part of it's probably growing faster than the other part because the roots on it are like ridiculous. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's pretty funny. Anyway, there's this little guy, and then I've probably been out of shot for a lot of this, I apologize. This guy, not dreading real well right there, obviously. And this guy, look at that loop. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. And, oh, I think maybe the last one, if you didn't already see this one, is this one. So, that was a dread introduction to all of my dreadlocks one by one, and I'm sure this was a long and boring enough video for everybody. Yeah. Oh, I've met two other people with dreads by now. They come in and shop at Goodwill sometimes. One is male, one is female. I think both of their dreads, one of them was, hers were 3 years, his were 8 years, I think. The girl made hers with crochet hooks, which I was thinking about that. How do you make them with crochet hooks? Like, I'll just look it up, but I understand, like, twist and rip and back combing, but how do you make them with a crochet hook? Does that just mean, is that like another term for one of them, or, I don't know. Anyway, and the guy, I don't think I asked him. Oh, and I met another guy, actually, that owned a shop in Little Rock, but he wasn't very, oh cool, dreads. He was just like, yeah, whatever. So, meh. And their locks were beautiful, by the way, was my point. This is how long they are now, excluding these. But yes, this long. And I guess that's all I have for now. I've started to make some conditioners for them using like jojoba oil and stuff, but I'll make another like actual update and put that in there. This one was just a, hey, you know, I found my recorder. This is what they look like at the moment, and then later I'll tell you what I've been doing with them. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys again within the next day or two probably, and peace out, YouTube. Have a good night.